Star vs. the Forces of Evil is the property of Disney, Darren Nefsey, and all respective owners. Any and all images have been used for the sole purpose of critique or parody and as such are protected under fair use. Please support the official release. Hey, how are you? I'm Slice of Otaku and it's time for the review. Now this episode Trickstar was trash baskets. Like straight up, it may not even deserve this review. It was just so weak. And to have this episode attached at the hip to the phenomenal one that is Ray the Cave is a bummer because Star episodes come in sets. But anyways, Star and Marco are attending Sensei's 38th birthday party and the episode begins with Star holding this very strange Mumin present, and Marco even remarks that he wants to give his present to Sensei when he actually sees him. So initially, the viewer's attention is drawn to both Star's bizarre gift and Marco's seemingly sentimental gift that is also a lot more minimalistic, which garners a bit of mystery and intrigue. But guess what? These gifts aren't mentioned ever again. We just move on. And from here, some jokes are sprinkled in, and I'm not talking rainbow sprinkles, I'm talking a hot plate of booty flakes. These jokes were weak and all over the place. You have dry humor puns being exchanged by Star and Marco, then two people for some reason speaking another language, and the guy's just a jerk. He didn't have to smack her hot dog, which sounds wrong, but unfortunately there are plenty more things wrong with this episode. When Sensei announces that Preston Changejo is coming to the party, everyone loses their minds, and Star questions why Marco hasn't told her there are other magic users in this dimension. But Marco explains that is not real magic, but rather tricks. And so instantly I'm like, okay, this episode may have some comedic potential. Star competing with her legitimate magic against this phony. A potential episode theme reminiscent of one present in the Nickelodeon show My Life as a Teenage Robot. In the episode I'm referring to, Jenny, an actual robot, is surrounded by little kids and is picked on, while a kid doing the robot dance is praised. And considering I actually remember that and the show came out when I was like 5 years old, just goes to show how well executed it can be. Sadly, this episode failed miserably and is one that I'd rather forget. I've never felt that a Star vs. the Forces of Evil episode was bad until this one. Getting back on track, Presto appears and everyone's in awe, and the dude's a little creep. He asks Sensei to stick his head in his armpit, and once the trick is over, proceeds to suck something out of him. Yeah, I know. Star notices this while for some reason that is never actually explained, nobody else can, not even Marco. Jeremy calls Preston out, claiming his tricks are fake, and Preston pulls a giant coin from behind Jeremy's ear, despite like 3 people once again, including Marco, being behind him. How? How, Sway? Presto then sucks them all, then tells Jeremy to tell his mom he said hi. Bro, what? Like, I just feel like this episode is plastered with innuendos, but they're done so poorly that it's not even funny in the least. Skipping ahead a bit, Sensei is missing, and Star goes looking for him. Jeremy is up front chilling with his old friend Darkness, and then we see Preston and Sensei in the garage together. Presto is just sucking this man dry, and it seems like this is the climax of the episode. Presto proceeds to explain that he's not human but is a joy sucker. He can't produce his own joy, so he takes it from others. And I just have to ask, where we're going with this? This episode is practically almost over and I feel like we've accomplished absolutely nothing. Star and Presto cut a deal, no more sucking, but Presto can't help himself and attempts it anyways. She blasts him with her wand and has him confess to everything. And since ignorance is bliss, nobody cares, and that's exactly how I feel about this episode. I do not care. They're all pissed at Star and leave, but wasn't Star's #1 fan in the audience? Was she just there for the hell of it? I mean, Jana was there too, and they don't even interact once. Also, how does the 38-year-old sensei know these 2 teenage girls? Everybody leaves, and Star and Marco head over to Sensei, who's bummed out but says he'll get over it. And on top of all the nonsense this episode gave us, Sensei apparently put Presto in the trunk of his car. Why? What? There is no hint of logic in this. Why would he put him in the trunk of his car? Because he was creepy or his magic wasn't real? That's not a legitimate reason, but oh, Presto is magically gone. But his hat's still there. If this is set up for his return, please don't. Please quit while you're ahead. Please don't bring this man back. This episode was bad. I honestly don't even know if this one is worth editing for. Oh, and I almost forgot, Marco mentioned something about love not being real, but people pretend it is anyways, and honestly, I'm not swayed by this when it comes to Jarko or Starko. Really, I just think it's forced writing. Throw in something potentially deep about humanity and have Marco say it considering his current situation. Really, this episode could be placed at just about any point in the series after Star's wand is broken. Like, after that point, it doesn't even matter where you put it. Also, filler doesn't mean bad episode. There is no excuse for this. But what do you think about it? Let me know in the comments. Make sure you share this video with anyone who says Star vs. the Forces of Evil has no bad episodes. Thanks for watching and have an awesome day. I love you.